Hi, my name's Demi. I just got back from Occupy Wall Street in New York City. I'm wicked exhausted. I've been running on empty, and I apologize for the camera quality. This, I guess, is mainly for the audio aspects of it, and I don't really have video editing software right now. I just kind of wanted to share my experience with all of you so that you could get kind of like a feel or an idea of how our community works. And it really is a community. It's beautiful. I mean, everybody watches out for each other. We have all these different working groups, which I'll get into in more detail, but you know, there's a kitchen working group which feeds all of us. You know, there's the media working group which gets all this information out. Medical working group which makes sure that, you know, people's medical needs are met. And we all have a lot of different views, but we're definitely coming together on a unified front. But the coolest thing that I've seen is it doesn't matter what your view is. Almost everyone will sit there and listen to you, even if they don't agree, just because they respect that other person's opinion. And you never know, you might learn something. So I definitely encourage all of you to just, you know, respect everyone and their opinions. And as long as we're together on a unified front, which is, we'll talk more in depth on Saturday, so that we can get together and decide as a group, hey, you know, these are our demands, this is why we're out here. So acceptance is a really big part of it. Another big part of it is non-violence. And that's kind of why it's essential to have the non-violence training before we march or, you know, do anything of that nature, because this is a very non-violent protest. And it's very important to remain that way, because we're not going to be sending a very good message if we participate in or promote any sort of violence. So non-violence training is extremely important. So I'm going to talk about the GA and what it's for and how it works. The General Assembly is when we all get together and we decide on decisions that affect the whole group. So the whole group gets to put their input in. I'd like to show you the hand signals, but I'm not sure if they'll come out on the on my crappy webcam. But there's, you know, hand signals for if you agree. There's hand signals for if you disagree. There's hand signals for if you're so. There's a block hand signal, which means, you know, you have to have a very good reason to perform a block, but we'll talk more about this on Saturday. There's a direct response hand signal, which means that you have a direct answer to someone's question. And then there's a point of process hand symbol, which if you're getting away from the structure of the GA and it's counterproductive, you know, you call out on the point of process. Other things about the GA is that it is facilitated by the facilitation work group. And the thing with work groups, anybody's welcome to be in a work group, and you can just join the work group meetings just to get an idea of how it runs. Nobody's excluded from these work groups. If you want to join, you're more than welcome. But the facilitation work group basically, you know, obviously facilitates the GA. You have a person who kind of makes sure, you know, that the process is going as planned, you know, with the GA, with the, you know, that you're following the process, the proper process. And then there's a facilitator who takes stack, which is the work groups who have report backs. Basically it would be, you know, work groups saying, hey, you know, this is what's going on, or if they want to propose something for the agenda later on in the GA, they can do that with that time. There's also a facilitator who makes sure that, you know, people are, they make sure that we aren't going over, a certain amount of time, because we do want to be efficient as possible with time, because nobody wants to stand around for 2 hours during a GA, really. You might have to go to the bathroom or things of that nature. Oh, and there's another hand sign I forgot, sorry. It's a sign that symbolizes, could you wrap it up, because you might be just like taking way too long. And there's also a facilitator of good vibes that kind of makes sure that everybody's doing okay and that we're happy. I'm pretty sure I covered all of the facilitators. As I said, I am tired, and I will definitely be more with it on Saturday. So work groups. There's all kinds of different work groups. There's a media work group, which they handle, like the Twitter accounts, the Facebook accounts, the website, the live feed, reaching out to media outlets, communicating with the media when they come. Goodness. Also, just, making phone calls and things of that nature. And then there's the medical work group, which takes care of people's medical needs, and there also have to be like additional training, like what to do in a protest, like how to treat someone who's been pepper sprayed, or how to avoid, how to basically like neutralize tear gas, essentially. There's also, a financial work group, and they're in charge of the finances and making sure that they're appropriated properly and whatnot. There's an arts work group, there's a lawyer's work group, there's the kitchen work group, which is extremely important because they're, taking in the food donations and putting them out for us and making sure that we're well fed. But basically what a report back is they elect somebody after they have, their group meeting in the morning to approach the GA with any announcements or pertinent information. That's actually something else I forgot about the GA. Before you take stack and everything, everyone, who, no matter who it is, has a chance to do announcements. But the report back to the work groups, they also can propose agenda items. Like, for example, say, financial wanted to take a certain amount of money out of the budget for, something that we felt was relevant, that we needed. They would have to put it on the agenda, and then we'd have to vote on it as a people. So, there are no leaders. That's why we have facilitators, and we encourage as many people as possible to be trained as facilitators, because we don't need to have, just, an individual group of leaders. It needs to be all of us. We need to all be working together and making decisions for the group. And for tonight, since I'm exhausted, that's really all that I have to say. But I guess I just kind of wanted to share my experience a little bit and how things work. And yeah, just thank you for listening. And I look forward to meeting all of you on Saturday.